let's go to our third reader, and she really doesn't need any introduction because everyone knows her. She's our lovely lady, snake lady, Connie Koch.
Well, as you can tell today, I'm not snaking and I'm not witching. So what do you think I'm doing? I bet somebody knows here. I am a Red Hatter. Yes, I am a Red Hatter. And the selection that I have to share with you today is a unique combination of how a Red Hatter society would happen to co-op and become a combination with organ donorship. Now, can you imagine that combination? But I would like to share with you just really quickly how this came to be. 14 years ago, my son Jesse was killed in an auto accident, and he was an organ donor. And he was my hero, and of course still is. And I had the opportunity to make a very long bicycle ride 6 years ago from Ottawa, Canada, down to Miami, Florida, for the cause of organ donorship. And I had a lot of Red Hatter lady friends all across the United States that supported me. And I would like to show you how this combination came to be. Sue Ellen Cooper is the exalted queen mother of all Red Hatters. Oh, see, all Red Hatters. We can do this. Never show the palm of your hand. All Red Hatters. And she contacted me and she said, Connie, after you finish your ride, you need to write a story about your experience. And I did that, and it was printed in one of the Red Hatter books, Sassy, Classy, and Still Sparkling. And I wanted to share that with you today. But first, before I would share the story that I wrote, I think perhaps you may like to have a little bit of background about the Red Hat Society, because as you can see, we bling. And I would have to bling for you today, absolutely. But the introduction I would like to share with you is from the Red Hatter book as well, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, women approaching 50 and beyond were invisible, marginalized by the same society that invented tombstone-shaped cakes, black balloons, and over-the-hill banners. We've all had younger relatives point out that 40 is halfway to 80, and 50 is halfway to 100. Back then, when you started approaching a certain age, people seemed to expect you to quietly accept your fate, fading away into the margins. But as the Red Hat Society celebrated its 16th birthday, we can proudly proclaim that women at midlife and beyond are no longer marginalized, but are now sought after simply by getting together to laugh, have a good time, and embrace ourselves as the dazzling divas we truly are. We have turned the notions of what it means to be a woman 50, 70, or 90 years old on its head. In fact, our red hats and purple boas have sent a message to all sectors of society in countries around the globe that we are a force for the good and one to be reckoned with. We have evolved, in fact, into the pivotal social movement redefining traditional notions of aging for women around the world. It all started 16 years ago when founder Sue Ellen Cooper gave her friend Linda Murphy a red hat along with a framed copy of the poem Warning by Jenny Joseph, which begins, "When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple, with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me." It wasn't long before the two friends decided to join others for tea, all wearing hats with purple outfits. From there, the group grew to a healthy size, a number of women of certain age who wanted to get together regularly, embrace middle age, and beyond with humor, spunk, and sparkle. And their numbers only grew. And that small group at a tea table is now a global sisterhood. And it's not uncommon to see entire hotels filled with Red Hatters. In our new world, the 50th birthday is no longer a time to mope. In fact, as one of our pre-50 members excitedly anticipates approaching the birthday, the members under 50 can wear pink hats until they come of age. She can expect a wild and festive graduation, a rite of passage and a celebration of her entrance into what could be the wildest, craziest, most fun phase of her life, yet full of red feather boas and decadent desserts. We're about wearing high heels and lots of jewelry, hopping in the car for another great adventure and long leisurely teas. So what's not to love about being 50? We hope these stories will make you laugh, make you happy, and help you think of ways to celebrate yourself as the sassy, classy woman you are. May you find your own attitude and a new lease on life. So I hope that gives you an idea of what we Red Hatters are all about. I happen to be a queen of the Mad Rad Hatters chapter on Whiteman Air Force Base, and it's been a pleasure working with the Air Force women. And that being said, I would like to read you my story that I wrote for my son Jesse, and it's called A Gift for Jesse. For the long time I felt though the world wasn't quite right. Jesse's birthday came and went. Holidays lost their luster and filled me with memories of what they were like before. Memorial Day found me visiting a gravesite, and Mother's Day found me weeping alone in my room. Anyone who has lost a child knows that you never get over it. You simply get through it, one day at a time. As the years passed, I grew restless. I wanted to do something for my wonderful 17-year-old son, Jesse. I wanted to do something. I had to do something to honor his memory and share his special spark of life with the world. 8 years after his death, a door opened for me to do just that. When Jesse died, he gave the gift of life to more than 60 people by donating organs and tissues. As soon as I heard about the 5 Points of Life cycling tour, a 3,000-mile trek from Ottawa, Canada to Miami, Florida, to promote awareness of the need for tissue donation, I knew I wanted to take part. Out of 400 applicants, 11 other riders and I were chosen. Each of us had a personal connection with one of the 5 points: whole blood, apheresis, which is a specific blood component, bone marrow, cord blood, and that is blood collected from a baby's umbilical cord, and organs and tissue. My connection to organ donation, of course, was my son Jesse. He is my hero and the hero of those who received his gifts. Before the event, I posted the news of the cycling tour on an online discussion board with the Red Hat Society. I just wanted to share a little about the event and why I was participating. I didn't expect these dear people from all over the country to bring tears of joy and sorrow to my eyes. Avon Lady spoke of her husband, Forrest, who received a life-saving kidney 6 years earlier. He had suffered on dialysis for more than 4 years, but has persevered with no signs of rejection since his transplant. Kay Perks related that her husband donated his corneas, which were received by 2 very grateful ladies who were able to see their grandchildren for the first time. What a meaningful gift for her husband to leave behind. Lady Love-A-Lot shared that her 28-year-old daughter was patiently waiting for a badly needed liver transplant. Likewise, Irish Queen was praying for her 12-year-old granddaughter Sarah, who needed a new heart. Lady Karen shared the joyous news of her son Chris, who received a life-saving liver when he was 7. Now he was 25 and dancing circles around everyone else, enjoying life to the fullest, she said. Every day, she told us, she thanked God and the parents who made such a heart-wrenching decision at such a tragic time. Queen Bee Sharona had a story with a different slant. At the age of 15, her son, now 36, received a kidney from his father, a living donor. Sharona was waiting to hear if she might also be a donor for her son as well. But the most touching response came from Chester Gal, a woman named Sheila, who quickly became my friend. Her precious daughter Brenda had passed away only a week before my posting appeared on the website. Sheila generously donated Brenda's corneas and tissue. Knowing the pain Sheila was experiencing, I felt the need to contact her privately and in some way try to help her through her grief journey. We exchanged many emails and phone calls in the weeks that followed and forged a bond that has kept us both going. Across the miles, these women gave me the resolve to finish the race in honor of my son. They gave me the knowledge that his life had made a difference and that what I was doing for him would make a difference too. So what can I do for you, Jesse, my sweet boy? My friends and I will remember you and all the others who had the courage to say yes when they were called upon to give of themselves. All of you live on in more than just our memories. You live on in others. So Jesse, for all the gifts that you gave others, this is my gift to you. Love, Mom. Thank you. And for any of you who would be interested in having information about organ donation, I did bring some with me and would be happy to share it with you. Thank you again.